Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Let's Max Warframe, where today we're going to be checking out the latest pet we've got to play with and take a look at the Helminth charger. There are going to be a couple of spoilers ahead, so beware of that. So how do you go about getting your hands on this cute little abomination? Well, you've got to have come in contact with a Nidus that has sat in the infested chair on the Lizette, or have finished the Nidus quest, sat in the chair yourself. You're going to start growing a cyst on your neck of your Warframe. However, as that progresses, it gets to a stage where a hair will protrude from it. That's when you know it's ready. But ready for what, I can hear you asking? Well, if you go to the incubator on the Lizette, start a new random incubation for a Kubro, you will have an option to be able to drain the cyst as part of that incubation. What this will do then is remove the cyst from the neck of your Warframe and start creating your Helminth Kubro. For the sake of time in the video, I did rush the incubation just so you could see the little baby charger come out of it at the other end. There doesn't seem to be any real variations on this so far, as I've been able to see, but then the feature isn't one that is polished and finished yet. The last dev stream, they even announced that it's going to receive its own model soon. It was rushed out so that it wouldn't delay Nidus, so even the model is placeholder. Honestly, I'm fine with that. But what do you actually get from the charger itself? Well, you get something that comes with 95 health, 85 shield, and 50 armor at base, with the option obviously to work with the link mods that both Kubros and Kabats have access to as well. However, the charger comes with almost double the damage of any other Kubro, plus the highest crit multiplier as well. The damage it does is also split between slash and toxin, unlike the other Kubro's pure slash damage. As such, it's pretty clear that it's supposed to be a high level killer, able to take down even salty level enemies. Its abilities seem to complement that as well. Helminth Ferocity means he can use finishers to take down enemies, with his own insane damage, plus finisher multipliers, plus an extra 120% finisher damage. This thing can take down some very high level enemies with that. Salty level enemies easily. Helminth Hunt, I'm still on the fence about. He will charge forward like a giant infested bowling ball, dealing damage to all enemies in his path. Now the mod text here I think is possibly placeholder, because it says 160 damage for each enemy hit, but it is clearly doing way more than that. I have a feeling it's supposed to be 160%, but I can't confirm this. Either way, both of these abilities do a ton of damage, and as you can see, they take down high level enemies pretty quickly. In terms of the build, I went with a 7 former build, which I'm going to talk a little bit about later, very slightly. And in fact, this is honestly the same build as I've got on all of my Kubros. So we end up with 2 precepts, we've got 4 Ds, 3 Vs, and a dash polarity on here. I went with Link Health and Link Armor for survivability. Not a fan of Link Shield at all, especially at higher level. And then you combine Link Health, Link Armor with the mod from the Index, Medi Pet Kit, because while you get more time to revive from Loyal Companion, having a 6 health per second regen on your charger, or any of your Kubros, is worth dropping a little bit of that revive time for, in my opinion. Then we got Animal Instinct for the loot and enemy radar, Pack Lead of healing the charger on melee attacks, that also counts for something like a Zenistar Blade if you want to get continuous damage out. Then we got Shelter for a shield while you revive your allies, and then the 2 damage mods, Bite and Maul. So what do I think of the Helminth charger so far? Well, I like it a lot. It is a very good thing. Does a ton of damage, and when combined with something really tanky like Inaris or Nidus, Valkyr, it's extremely difficult for it to die. It's kind of difficult to talk more about it because it's hard to know what is and what isn't placeholder with it, to be honest. The image they showed on the dev stream, hopefully on screen now, looks incredible to be honest, and I cannot wait for my charger to look like that. Plus a cure for the annoying neck cyst is also on the way sometime soon, which is going to be nice. We are going to be discussing the charger on Friday's Suddenly Tenno podcast. We're going to talk about the crazy amount of rank 10 mods required to get it into a good state of damage and survivability. So honestly, I would be very interested to hear your thoughts on that in the comments below. I mean, every single one of my Kubros is like 6, 7 former. So we're going to be discussing that on Friday. But is it enough for me to consider using the charger or even Kubros over Sentinels? The answer is still currently no. This isn't because I think Sentinels are the be-all and end-all best thing ever. For the most part, their survivability sucks pretty badly, and their damage output isn't even close to the Kubros on the charger. Plus, if they die, that's it, they can't be revived. So what is it that brings me back to my Carrier Prime all the time? The survivability of it, which is vastly better than anything else, combined with Vacuum. I know it's been said a billion times, but that is the reason I go back to it every single time. Warframe has evolved from the early days where there were less enemies at once. Ammo was never really an issue, but now as the years have gone on, it's become more and more of a horde game, which I'm fine with. I find that really fun. But ammo is more of an issue now than it's ever been. It might not be a problem you've considered in your everyday play, but Vacuum personally helps me out with my colour blindness problems. There are those of you that have been with me for quite some time will know I've spoken about this many times before, with how small the ammo boxes are, which means that while yes, that when they're next to each other I could identify them because they are different shapes, but at range, with the 5 billion visual effects on the screen, I can't see what they are at all. I'm rushing up to every single ammo box that I can see, trying to figure out what they are isn't a fun experience. It would be such a nice quality of life improvement for not only the crowd who want to pick up every single bit of loot without manually doing it, but more specifically for those that find it a struggle to deal without it, whether it be the ammo colour issue, or even the new resources, when they got their new textures and their new shapes and things instead of the yellow circular thing, more often than not you'll find that they can actually blend into the environment pretty easily. It's something I would absolutely love to see happen, and sadly until it does, it means that I'm likely to be stuck on Sentinels for the foreseeable future. Once again though, I would love to hear your opinion on this in the comments below. This is another part of the companion topic we're going to be discussing on Friday. However, for now, thank you all so much for watching. I have started a new gameplay focus series over the weekend, which is going to be Payday 2. I recommend you check that out. I'm having a blast recording stuff to upload. I might upload 1 or 2 times a week. I'm not really decided yet, but it is going to be me playing with friends on the highest difficulty, so it should be fun to watch whether we're doing stealth or a loud mission. However, thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to reading your comments, and I shall see you in the next video.